So yeah, please stay safe. I hope everything's okay, and if everything's not okay right now, whoever's watching this video, I'm sorry if you're going through anything tough or difficult, and I hope you get to feel better as soon as possible. Oh my god, so many flies, just told you. Yeah, basically I think I'm praying for the world, I'm praying for everyone who's suffering right now, who passed away, who's been through so much, and hoping that people find peace. Sooner or later, at some point, we'll all get to feel better a little bit at least. This is definitely my favorite, one of my favorites, like the color, my favorite shade of blue. Тут камни прикольно расставили на этом огромном валуне, на камне. Маленькие, типа, как будто тут уже снимал видео, чтобы поставить сотовый. Всем привет! If we talk about the meaning of life, and like, for me personally, what I think is, life is all about, I think I talked about that in my previous videos, probably like in many of them, like even briefly, because it's something that is just not that it's something that is bothering me way that much, but I'm just really curious. Like whenever I talk to my friends about that, I'm really always curious to find out what they think in terms of that, like what's happiness for them, what is, life, what they want from this life, how they want to live this life, so that not to regret it once you're way older. But that's a pretty heavy topic, and gosh, it's so beautiful. So for me personally, life is all about many things. Well, for sure. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I told her how, like, we were talking about life and stuff, and what we want to do with our lives at this point in our lives. And we came to the conclusion, and I told her that for me personally, there are three things that I think is what life is all about. It's self-improvement, self-development. Basically, that's just one thing, yeah. It's like you work hard on yourself in order to become the better version of yourself. And you need to do that. And this also includes self-love. It includes, self-development, as I said. Everything that you do in order to make yourself a better person, to contribute to already existing knowledge that you have. And all of that is needed, it's crucial, because the second thing, it's we need to improve ourselves in order to try to improve the world around us, to help people, to try to make other lives better. When we feel like we're ready, and when we feel like there's something we could share with people, and maybe there are times, of course, in life when we could help people, and maybe there are times in life also when people ask for help, and this is when you realize whether you can help or not, whether you're capable of helping. It's not about whether I want it or not, for sure. It's about whether a person is capable of that or not. And the third thing is, basically, yeah, so the second thing is giving back to the society, giving back to the world that we live in. And the third thing would be, what did I say? Gosh, the third thing is, I think the third thing was enjoying life, for sure. Yes, yeah, it's so important. Otherwise, why leave? I mean, why bother that much in life, right? Why do all of that? Why try to do anything in life? I mean, of course, for different people, there are always different reasons, and sometimes people might even say the meaning of my meaning of life is my kids. This is what people do really say, which is, yeah, sure. I mean, everyone's got different meanings in their lives, and I think it's actually really cool. I mean, to have a family, to have people that you love so much that you would die for, and that it motivates people, right? It really does. What is So these kind of things motivate people, and that's great. But yeah, so the third thing, and it's not I don't think there is a specific order when it comes to these things for me, but yeah, enjoying life, and by that I mean to yeah, to find happiness and enjoyment in little things, in those small things that we may, encounter and live with every single day. It's our everyday life. And at the same time, to strive for more, to set goals and achieve them, because at the end of the day, this is also that could make a person happy. Well, for me, it is that way, because I still find so much meaning and happiness when it comes to my plans, my dreams, some kind of goals. Well, that's basically all the same. So as long as I have those things that I want to do in my life, and as long as they're the drivers and motivation for me, I feel happy and blessed, and I feel like there is meaning for me to live. Well, because besides obvious reasons like family, loved ones, etc., etc. For sure, I also think about. That's also something that goes into those three things. It's to give back to the community and your loved ones, for sure, and to enjoy life. Well, you can enjoy life not on your own, but once again with the people that you love and care about, and yeah, just the way it is. I just wanted to let it out, and I just want to capture this moment while I'm young, and it's 2020, pretty interesting year, pretty tough and interesting, and that's just the way life is. And what also the ultimate truth for me, and the ultimate realization, it's something that I've think I've just been this way by default. I don't know, I don't think there have been any particular factors that influenced me to be this way, but I've always been pretty open to the world, pretty open to new friendships, to meeting new people, to try out new things, and this is what I love about myself, and this is what I love about people. When I meet people who are open, and they're respectful, open, and kind, and they want to live an interesting life, therefore they do things that contribute to that, right? To their lifestyle, to their mindset, and to their values. So this is something I look for in people, and my friends. Sending hi and shout outs to all of my friends who are watching this video. I love you guys, you know who you are, and this is what I so very much appreciate in every single person, not only friend, but every single person that I know and that we keep in touch with. It's the best. I'm so blessed, and it's definitely so fortunate to have people around you who share the same or similar or somewhat similar values as you do. It's just the best thing ever. And to explore the world with them, to go on adventures, to try out new things, to enjoy life. I think that's what it is. That's what it's all about. As for the second thing, giving back to the community and making sure to somehow, help people. This is something that I've been thinking a lot lately, and it comes to one of my long-term dreams. Something that I was there are flies over here, all over the place on this stone. I think I'm gonna leave this place in a minute. But I remember how I was graduating from high school, literally my senior year, and I remember how I was so ready to go on any adventure. I was I want to go volunteer in Africa. Literally, guys, this may sound so cliche, but this is something that I was oh my god, I think the car is coming down from somewhere there. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking because despite it being awkward, I'm still gonna talk. But I think, yeah, I was this way, that I was just I want to go to Africa. I want to go teach English, if that would be possible, or just I want to help. Not what the fuck, no, not teach English, but just do anything. I was even looking up different programs, on the internet, how to go to Africa, and you had to be 18. I wasn't 18 at the time, and I was shoot, but one day I'm definitely gonna do that. But still, I still never, like, yeah, it's pretty actually weird, but I've never been like on this kind of trip where I could like really help. But no, actually, I mean, I've been volunteering since high school for sure. There have been different projects where I got to volunteer locally, but when it comes to like the global arena, no, I still haven't had such a chance. Although I did volunteer in South Korea a few times, but that's not too much. But yeah, basically just interacted with kids and try to teach them English. Orphans, cute little kids that I miss so very much. They were so cute. Korean kids are the best. But yeah, I remember how I told my mom and my uncle, who was just, you know, who was a guest at our place at that moment, like when I was telling, he was like, so what are you gonna do after you graduate? And I was like, well, obviously go to university. And then I was like, I also want to go to Africa to volunteer. Like, I want to go somewhere, you know, I want to do something like that. I want to go to fucking the Antarctic. I want to go somewhere like so far away and try to do something cool. You know, I was a kid, and it all was something that it was just like, it was giving me so much excitement. And I remember how my mom, both my mom and uncle, they both went like, yeah, right, sure, what are you talking about? And I don't remember who exactly, but probably that was my uncle, not my mom, but that was my uncle who said, this is just like you, like, you're just like, you are a, what is the thing, in Russian it's юношеский максимализм, like when you're young and you're just too excited about things and you think that everything's possible when it's not. Basically the context was like that. He was like, well, you're just a kid who's excited about impossible things, you know, you'll get over it. But I still haven't, you know, maybe a little bit, like maybe there's just not so much excitement and more anxiety over the years that have developed somehow. But still, I still hope to remain this excited kid for as long as possible. So please, if I ever get to watch this video when I'm like 30, 40, 50, 60, 90 or 100, although I don't want to live that long, but if I ever do watch this video when I'm 30 or whatever, please, man, you know how sometimes it's really cool to be alone in the mountains, like in the nature, like when you're just sitting here enjoying it, but at the same time, especially when like you're in your headphones, and at times it's just creepy because like you start hearing sounds, everything's moving obviously, and you're just like, oh, creeped out. But what was I saying? But basically, yeah, what was I saying? Shoot. But that's it. I just wanted to share this with you, and it's something I've been talking a lot with my friends lately, with some of my friends, and it's awesome, you know, to grow older. Well, yeah, I've read this thing in one book that I'm reading currently. They were talking about how, was it a book or was it a podcast? I don't remember. Shoot, it's all mixed up. But basically they were saying that there is a difference between growing old and growing older, and in terms of one of them being like you just grow old without learning anything. You're just aging, and your mindset, nothing changes. You just stay the same, but like in a negative way, right? Like you don't evolve much, like you don't you don't work on yourself, right, to become a better version of yourself. Cool. But when you grow older, this is when you mature, this is when you become more conscious of yourself and of, you know, things that surround you, and of when you work on yourself, on your skills, and you basically become lit. This is something that is dope. How many strange words have I just said? But I think I'm done. There probably were some other things that I wanted to add, but I think it's enough for now. I didn't mean to record such a long video. It's crazy. I didn't mean to. I was just listening to Higher Love by Kygo and Whitney Houston. It's a remix, obviously. And I love Kygo so much. Awesome music. been listening to lots of awesome music lately. Starting with, I don't know, Doja Cat, dude. I mean, her music cheers me up so much. Doja Cat, kygo. I've been re-listening to kygo. Re-listening to Sam Smith music, like non-stop. Miley, Noah Cyrus, so talented. Diplo, shit. Some Kazakh music. Been listening to this Kazakh Soviet music, like Roza Rambayeva, Aliya. Yeah, so much good music. And actually, this is something that I also been trying to work on. I mean, I was just the other day I was looking through the microphones because I want to get one and start recording some of my own music, because I've got so many ideas. It's just so many thoughts that I want to let it out on paper, and somehow music, that's what definitely also makes me happy, like art and music. And been playing my guitar lately as well, something that really helps me so much. Been thinking about how I really want to be engaged in some kind of filmmaking processes, because films are life. Because with films, like, you can convey a particular message that you wish to deliver to people. I've always wanted to be involved in filmmaking, in music, doing music. It's always been with me, but it's something that I've always been considering as just hobby. But then, like, at some point, it even degraded from being a hobby to something that I just didn't do for a while, which is sad. But there is no time to be sad. Gotta be more happy. Okay, I probably look like a weirdo right now, recording myself like this, but whatever. I'm gonna just capture these moments. Okay, I'm waiting for my sister to come down from the mountain, from the lake that she went to. I'm waiting for her. P.S. Just finally started watching something on Netflix. The Umbrella Academy. Loving it. It's so cool. Although I'm not really into the fantasy kind of genre, but it's really dope. Just an update. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe, stay kind, and make sure to work on yourself and on your inner issues, if there are any. I mean, because for me personally, there's just so much work. Stuff. Oh yeah, of course. Creepy / scary sound by a bird. Sure, why not? Все-таки не могу, просто, о боже, слушаю музыку. Kygo и Miguel. Miguel шикарный. Еще недавно переслушивала Тони Брэкстон Unbreak My Heart. До слез, просто до слез. Потрясающее выступление на AMA 2019. Let me talk about music for a second. It can move people, right? It can move mountains, shit. It can, not only help you or like resonate with your feelings, right? Therefore, ease your pain if there is any pain, but like, it can inspire, it can do wonders. Art, music, whatever, dude. I mean, God bless all the creators, all the artists, and all the people that share their feelings and let other people in their worlds, because sometimes it's just so very personal. Sometimes it's difficult to let it all out, especially like when it comes to singing about it, or just letting people in. It's tough. You become vulnerable, right? In some way. So thank God. I mean, we have such people. And we all have our favorite musicians or favorite creators, artists. Life would be just so much more pointless without all of them. So yeah, I'm gonna continue listening to the amazing music. I'm gonna keep doing that. Boy.